it all started with a twist no one saw coming. Jin, BTS's beloved eldest member, found himself standing at the epicenter of Milan Fashion Week's most talked-about event, not as a mere attendee, but as the undeniable star of the show. What began as a regular day for fashion insiders quickly morphed into a spectacle that had everyone, from fashion critics to die-hard armies, buzzing with excitement. But what made this moment so extraordinary? It wasn't just the fact that Jin had chosen Gucci over fierce competition from other European luxury brands. No, it was something much deeper. Something that left everyone captivated by the sheer presence of Europe's darling. On September 20th, Jin stepped into the spotlight at the Gucci 2025 Spring-Summer Women's Fashion Show in Milan, Italy. As Gucci's global ambassador, this marked his first official fashion event, and the world's eyes were on him. But what no one expected was the level of adoration and attention that followed him everywhere he went. Paris Match, France's largest weekly magazine, was quick to capture the moment, dubbing Jin the heart stealer of Italian Fashion Week. In fact, despite the presence of Hollywood stars like Jessica Chastain and Kirsten Dunst, Jin became the undisputed focus. Fans, photographers, and designers alike couldn't take their eyes off him. Yet, this wasn't just about being a global superstar. It was about the way Jin, fresh out of his mandatory military service, embraced this new chapter in his life. The French magazine even recounted his previous spotlight moments, such as when he carried the Olympic torch in Paris earlier this year. And now, having chosen Italy over France in the competitive world of luxury brands, Jin was making headlines again. But this time, it wasn't just about fashion. It was about cultural influence, global admiration, and a charm that transcended borders. Sitting next to him at the Gucci show was none other than François-Henri Pinault, the owner of Kering, Gucci's parent company. As video footage of their interaction surfaced, fans were left in awe. The sight of Jin warmly conversing with one of the fashion world's most powerful figures further solidified his place as not just a K-pop idol, but a global icon. Yet, even in the midst of all the glamour, Jin stayed grounded. After the show, he took to Weverse Live to express his heartfelt gratitude to armies who had come to support him. "I felt overwhelmed in the car seeing so many armies," he shared, his voice filled with emotion. "Thank you for being with us." It was a moment that showcased not just Jin's superstar status, but also his genuine connection with his fans, a bond that only grows stronger with time. The love didn't stop there. Paris Match crowned Jin with a new title, the Little Prince of Paris, a nickname earned during his previous visit to the French capital. This time, though, they playfully declared that he had conquered Italy, sparking friendly rivalry between the two nations. And it wasn't just a fleeting trend. Jin became the most mentioned celebrity at Milan Fashion Week, surpassing every other name present, including the most famous global stars. But Jin's journey wasn't just about making waves in the fashion world. At the same time, he was dominating the K-pop scene in a way that few could match. For 30 consecutive weeks, Jin had been crowned first place in the My One Pick K-pop individual weekly ranking, with over 6 million hearts from fans who couldn't get enough of him. Week after week, month after month, Jin maintained his position at the top, proving his unwavering popularity. In fact, from January to August of this year, Jin had consistently ranked first in the K-pop individual monthly ranking, a staggering achievement that highlighted his unparalleled influence. From his irresistible charm to his exceptional vocal talents, Jin captured the hearts of fans across the globe. He wasn't just a visual king, he was a force to be reckoned with, someone whose impact went beyond music and fashion. But what truly set Jin apart was the sheer variety of ways in which he won over people's hearts. In My One Pick's theme voting, Jin consistently topped various categories, being recognized as a star whose glasses go perfectly with him, a star who makes the brand shine, and even a star you want to see cherry blossoms with. Each win was a testament to his versatility, whether he was dressed in sleek Gucci attire or just being his authentic self. The recognition didn't stop there. As Gucci's ambassador, Jin made waves at Milan Fashion Week, earning the title of Best Dressed Celebrity from multiple fashion magazines around the world. His presence caused a stir so powerful that Gucci's official website even experienced crashes as fans rushed to get their hands on anything he wore. Jin wasn't just wearing clothes, he was setting trends, creating sellouts and becoming the most talked about figure at the event. But fashion wasn't the only place Jin shone brightly. His recent collaboration with French high jewelry Maison Fred further solidified his reputation as a global ambassador of luxury. Vogue magazine, in particular, released 3 breathtaking covers featuring Jin adorned with Fred's exquisite jewelry. The collection, titled Monsieur Fred Ideal Light High Jewelry Collection, was a perfect match for Jin, whose dazzling visuals seemed to embody the very essence of light itself. In one of the covers, Jin donned a pristine white suit, elegantly paired with a vibrant green emerald centerpiece. The geometric design of the jewelry highlighted his flawless features, and fans couldn't help but be captivated by the aura of sophistication he exuded. In another look, Jin opted for a wine-colored knit with basic black pants, adding a luxurious touch with an oval red spinel necklace that shone like the passionate fire within him. Each photo told a story, one of light, beauty, and timeless elegance. Yet, amidst all the glamour, Jin's playful side was never far behind. In a recent episode of Run Sok Jin, a hilarious showdown between Jin and left viewers in stitches. Their playful banter, ridiculous challenges, and comedic antics made for an unforgettable episode. From attempting to eat food with giant chopsticks to winning the watermelon shaved ice challenge, Jin's entertainment sense was as sharp as ever. It was a side of him that fans loved, the down-to-earth, fun-loving Jin who never took himself too seriously. Whether he was stealing the show at Milan Fashion Week, topping K-pop rankings, or making everyone laugh on Run Sok Jin, one thing was certain: Jin was a star who shone in every aspect of life. His ability to effortlessly switch between the worlds of high fashion, music, and entertainment made him a true global phenomenon.